It's difficult to create highly profitable new products, yet maximize short-term results. Bold innovations often take years to develop and cost millions to commercialize. There is hope, and that's what this book is about. We see exceptional innovations and exceptional companies everywhere today. The problem is they are the exception, a minority of new products and companies. Odds are you're not one of them. But these companies and big new products do provide a model, and by studying them, we learn their secrets to success. Today, we see a handful of leading firms adopting new methods that achieve both bold innovation and in an accelerated fashion. They prove that bold and fast are both possible. These leading firms have adopted new methods and practices, some quite radical. In effect, they have reinvented their idea to launch methods, approaches, and processes to make it more agile, flexible, adaptive, and accelerated. Indeed, some of the changes these firms have implemented represent the most significant change to our approaches in new product development since the inception of gating processes 3 decades ago. In the next pages, you'll see a remarkable example of a big winner that was undertaken with record speed. We'll also probe into the reasons why and how, seeking lessons from this innovation. In so doing, you'll gain insights into the approaches, behaviors, and practices that made this new product so successful so fast. Lessons and insights that you can apply to your own business. The rest of the book then drills down into the details of these best practices, how to come up with big ideas, pick the winners, and drive them to market in record time so that you and your company, too, can be a best-in-class innovator. The most successful new product ever. Apple's iPod was the most successful new product ever launched, according to most metrics. The speed of iPod sales growth after launch in 2001 was staggering, with Apple reaching 50 million iPods sold globally in only 4.5 years after introduction. By contrast, it took Sony 10 years to sell 50 million Walkman units. And compare iPod's fast market growth to wireless phones, which took 12 years to reach sales of 50 million units, or digital cameras or cell phones, which had much slower starts. Apple also drove the MP3 market, whose cumulative sales reached 200 million units by the end of 2006. Of which Apple was responsible for 1/4 and hit a 70% market share in the United States. Sales of the iPod peaked in 2008, with annual sales globally of an amazing 54.8 million units that year. By 2016, with sales slowing down as the iPod moved into the later stages of its product life cycle, Apple had sold 500 million iPods. Not only was the Apple iPod the most successful new product ever launched, it also reinvigorated the company, propelling Apple from a struggling, marginalized computer company in the late 1990s to the most valuable publicly traded company today as of 2017. Some of you might remember Apple's challenges through the 1990s. How the firm's computer business faced tough competitors such as IBM and HP, and suffered a number of product failures and disappointments. Its future back then was very much in doubt. So, by 1997, Steve Jobs was invited back as de facto head of the business after an absence of more than a decade. Only a month after 9/11, and in the midst of an anthrax terrorist scare, Jobs went on stage to announce the first iPod, and the rest is history. The iPod was the first of a series of inspirational products from Apple.